Our client exhausted all resources. And what do I mean by all resources? They had 10 different brokers work on this and they couldn't get help. That's when they called us, and we will not stop until we help find a solution to your issue. One of our high net worth clients decided they were going to do a 4,000 square foot addition to a 500 square foot structure. He got a little carried away. They were really looking for help with builder's risk coverage. What is builder's risk coverage, if you ask? Builder's risk coverage means if this burns, blows down, if there's any type of property loss during the course of construction, that there's coverage for you as the owner in this case, or builder, to rebuild that structure. This had a lot of difficulty, right? It was very challenging, and I give kudos to the broker that we found. We'll actually link him up in the description. They did a great job helping us out because not many brokers would help. So we had a couple issues. One, it's in what we call an ISO 10 area. So there's ISO 1 through 10, insurance service offices or insurance services offices. Basically, they rate fire departments. So 1 being the best fire department there is. Like, for example, City of Orlando is an ISO 1. There's certain criteria they have to meet. ISO 10 means there's no fire department. There's a volunteer fire department. There's no water. There's no ISO 10 means if there's a match that is lit, the building is going to burn down, basically, right? It's the highest risk that can present itself to an insurance company for a structure. So 1, this was an ISO 10. Bad, right? Very bad. No insurance company wants this. Secondly, there's an owner builder who is not a GC. This was a big item to overcome. Both of these were. Now, there's times we can overcome them. Just so happens this client does have construction experience. They do know how to build. They're not a licensed general contractor, but they have enough construction experience to where we were able to actually create a somewhat of a resume or a background on this owner, to where the insurance company, based on some other projects he did, based on some multifamily that he owns, some other deals that he's done, the insurance company was comfortable enough in providing coverage. So our two big issues with this risk is that ISO 10 is the worst rating that you could have for response, fire response. It's a volunteer fire department, which is true. The owner builder, and one of the factors we didn't talk about, and I'm not sure how far they researched this, there were other really bad losses in the area, right? The cabin next door is burnt down. There's a cabin 2 miles away. It's burnt down 3 times under the course of construction, right? So it's known that if there's any type of fire, this thing's going to the ground. So we were able to get coverage, right? Without exclusions. We reviewed the insurance policies. There was only one carrier that ended up offering coverage. And again, kudos to the broker. We're going to link his information down below. But this is just an example of what we do. So this is not a very large, I'd say, engagement for us, right? It's not a multifamily deal, but it's very intricate. It's very hard to place. There were national brokers that we called that told us, have a nice day. They couldn't help us. But we always find solutions. So sometimes the smaller ones are the most difficult. But for any of our high net worth clients, we do what we have to make sure that coverage is provided. And we'd be more than happy to help you out. Feel free to go to SpartanRiskManagement.com. This is another example. We talk about our hour consultation. Give us a call, spend an hour with us. We might be able to help you out within that hour to where you can go get coverage. Or if not, we can look at a full engagement. Look forward to helping you out soon.